What's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Today we will be spectating sania161rus. They're in a Chrysanthema S 9.7, rank 7. Their team consists of Russia, Great Britain, Japan, Italy, and the other team has USA, Germany, Sweden, and Israel. And they're playing Battle in the Magna Line in the winter. Now, these videos are to help you guys out by providing a hindsight point of view. Hopefully, this shows you what works and what doesn't work. So, Sania is pushing straight forward. This is his battle, so it is only going to be one cap for each. Usually for these, I would honestly just recommend rather than like don't focus on the cap at all until the very end. Like once it's kind of done, you want to kind of do just straight essentially multiplayer or like just combat or just going straight and trying to kill the enemy tanks. Try to take out as many as possible. The more you take out, the easier it is to, of course, get that cap at the end because it is the only one. You're not losing tickets on the caps in the beginning. You're losing tickets on the kills. But he's pushed forward. He's got a missile carrier. He had the chance to go on a hold down with this, and this is a really good map for it. Thankfully, his team has already essentially cleared out the first wave from the top from this hill, and I like this hill right here. I got this hill. Actually started using this hill a lot because of BPA John, so I recommend it. This hill, once you can control this hill, you can control the left and the right. But it looks like they've kind of already passed that, and it looks like the enemy team has gone mainly on like the seaside if it was like a regular domination battle. But he's using his binoculars, kind of looking left and right, seeing what's available to him. Again, he can go hold down. He could have gone onto the top right corner of the map near where everyone usually battles for the C cap, because that's actually a pretty good spot for hold down spots. But he hasn't really done much, and that's all right. He's just kind of making sure that nobody comes up from this little area right here. But like I said, it looks like a lot of people went over to the seaside, but then also a lot of people went over to the A side, usually like where the town is at. But it looks like he's pushing forward. I don't recommend this at all because he is full on exposing himself to the enemy. And what's going on, guys? Hurricane here. Just wanted to take a quick break from the video. I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching these videos, liking and commenting as well. My goal is to improve the video quality from 1080p to all the way to 4K. I want to be able to justify getting better equipment, so I am reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are able to help me out with that, subscribing if you can, sharing it with your friends, and commenting and liking. All these videos are free. I don't charge for anything, and I don't charge for you able to spectate your video to post it on here and give you guys also some shout outs as well. Everything is appreciated, and back to the game. That's what happens. Megalith Panther 57 comes in and had a clear view of him and his green take in the open white landscape. If you're going to be moving uh from one spot to the other, please don't do it in the front of the enemy team. Try to do it, like try to pull back, go reverse. It's not a retreat, it's a tactical repositioning. You're basically rotating back and trying to get into a better position, and you basically do that by using the cover and the map to your advantage. But he did not do that. You clearly saw that he clearly just went forward right in front of the enemy spawn point, so much so that it even showed like their boundary of the spawn point of where you're gonna get seen if you're in that spot. Now his team has actually done a very good job of kind of controlling this whole map. Do you see that line? You see this line right here from left to right. There's not really a single spot that's kind of not covered, and they're doing a very good job on that. And I think a big part of it was kind of that those first initial hits, because you can see the enemy team is already down to about half of their people, and Sania's team has everybody. They have the whole team, and they're still pushing forward. I mean, they're struggling, they're fighting, and this is like you're gonna be struggling and fighting with the enemy team at the last part right here, but there's not much else. It's not like once the enemy team kind of goes down to nothing, it's kind of very easy to do, to kind of control it. The only thing you have to worry about is spawn protection. You don't want to, again, expose yourself to the spawn. That Megalith Panther is putting in a lot of work. and it finally gets taken out by somebody else. He does have an assist or at least a hit or two, but other than that, he's just got the death and the assist. His team is already completely decapped Alpha, and now I think it's just a matter of searching for those last remaining people on the enemy team. The enemy team does have a plane up in the air as well as a drone, so you do have to be careful with that. And then they have the M247 and Sturf 121, but he has to kind of be careful with that. He has to kind of be aware of these spawn points. And you can see that Sturf right there that's right in front of him. Easy shot for him. Beautiful. Got the one kill. Easy shot for him. That guy was distracted by the enemy team. And this is kind of sucks about spawns is I've said it before, I'll say it again. Gaijin should, rather than have a spot just on specific spots, have it across the whole map. This whole line back here, the whole A column and the whole H column or whatever, it should be all a spawn point. And I think it should be randomized so that you're able to not just be essentially engulfed as soon as you come into play. But it looks like his team has essentially won this. The enemy team only has a drone up in the air that nobody is really aware of. Nobody is looking up, but also no one, I don't think, anybody has gotten killed by that drone. And there's no AAs up in the air, or on at least on his team. And you can see right there that the drone is about 7.75 kilometers away. I was wrong, 8.4 kilometers. You see that little knot right there? Of course, you're not going to be able to see this uh, in a real world scenario, I guess in just a regular map. But are you gonna be able to see that little tiny dot right there? That's the drone. And of course we can see it because we're on the replay. But it also looks like the drone is flying away. He may have gotten his 2 kills and then just jammed out and decided to not lose or get that death on the drone. But team, game is done. So what did you guys learn? Did you learn anything? What I've seen that can be improved is use your tank to your advantage. He had an excellent tank for hold down scenarios. He had an excellent tank for that. Instead, he went right through the middle, went all the way to the spawn, and then turned and just rather than kind of go doing a full retreat backwards, or not just a full retreat, but just going in reverse and rotating to a different spot, he essentially exposed himself, and that kind of didn't help him at all from being able to get in those kills, because it was a pretty quick gameplay. It's about a 6.5 minute game, but I would say use your taking advantage, know what it's capable of, and for that one, it's definitely a hold down tank. You're able to kind of be up on the side or hidden behind hills and stuff like that, and not be exposed and still be able to shoot out those missiles. And I think, yes, I like that middle spot, that little hill, but with that tank, he could have gone up to the seaside and essentially hold down that section right there and been completely fine, completely covered, and gotten a couple more kills. And that's what we want. We want a couple more kills. We want more experience. We want more wins, and we want more research points. Like, comment your tips and suggestions. Subscribe if you want to see more spectating videos. If you want me to spectate your video, send me your username and the session ID for the replay you want me to spectate. Otherwise, I will spectate a random video. Have a good one.